What's up everybody? Welcome back to another disc golf video. It is freezing cold this morning in Charlotte. Well, for me, it's freezing. I guess it was technically below freezing, so that's an okay statement. It is very cold right now. Sun's raising up still, so it's bright, but we've got a fun video today. I just went on a little bit of a shopping spree, as you guys can see, and I am so stoked to show y'all a bunch of these discs. So some of them are actually from the Ricky Wysocki box. If you guys didn't know, Didi has a Ricky Wysocki subscription box. Check out this felon that I got. So it's sick. It's got your typical just like glimmer, all this kind of stuff. This thing's gonna be freaking overstable. But on the bottom of it, it has all these Ricky Wysocki logos that shine through the front. So this thing is super sick. It is going to be a beefcake because it is glimmer and it's just gonna be a hoss. This right here is a Suspect, which looks pretty cool. It's like an ice Suspect. So excited to throw this. Suspects feel really good in my hand. Like I love the low profile of it for forehands and even backhands. And then I am so amped on this disc right here, y'all. This is a members only limited run West Side tournament plastic bear. So y'all know that I throw the bear forehand already a whole bunch. So I am stoked for a tournament plastic bear. It is way more domey than the typical bear that I throw. So this one feels like it's gonna be more of a backhand disc. I don't like flicking domey discs for the most part. So I've got all those. Those are all from the Ricky Wysocki box, but then I also ordered these, which I am beyond stoked for. You all know, if you've been watching me for a while, how much I absolutely love the Stag. It is hands down my most consistent favorite disc. Well, Matty O has a run of Chameleon X Stags. These things are going to be incredible. Chameleon X Stag, Matty O Team Series, so stoked on those. Got a blue one as well that is just like super glimmery and clean, but I have a really beat-in Stag that will flip up for me. I have my regular Chameleon one, which will flip a little bit for me now because it's kind of beat in, but it's more stable. And then I got these, which I'm super stoked for to throw. This is a ridiculous disc. This is Gavin Rathbun's Fusion Orbit Enforcer. So this thing is going to be a beef cake. I'm gonna throw this thing on Anheuser off of hole 2 out here at Eastway, and we're gonna see what type of distance we can get on it. I'm amped on this. I don't think I've ever thrown this disc before. I may have thrown another baseline one once, but this is Conan Montgomery's Team Series Evidence. It's a fusion burst. It's a mid-range. It's kind of neutral / understable. You guys know I love the bounty. So I'm stoked to throw the Evidence. I think that this is gonna fly really good. I think I'm gonna enjoy throwing it. And then you already know how much I love the Supreme Line stuff. Supreme Line. This is a prototype Supreme Trespass, which I think is gonna be pretty good. So I'm amped to throw these. We're gonna have fun. Obviously still putting with my Keystones and stuff today because why not? It is very cold. My hands are freezing. I didn't bring actual gloves. I don't know why, but you know what? That's enough talking. You guys want to see some disc golf. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to throw a couple shots. I think I'm going to start with a backhand. Anytime it's really cold, my forehands just struggle. I feel like I can't get snap. I feel like my fingers are just so cold and it's just brutal. So we're going to throw the Evidence here. I'm going to throw it like I throw my bounty. So probably down the middle with a good little pop and see if we can get it to turn to the right a bit. Let's get on up there. All right, that's putting. So that went really straight. And honestly, that plastic feels great. That plastic feels so good. All right, we're gonna take the Ricky Felon here, and I'm gonna throw it on Annie. Lots of times when I throw forehands on Annie, I throw them high because I'm thinking of turning it over. And since it's so stable, I just like throw up here. So I'm gonna try and keep this flat with Annie, see if we can get a good flare out of it. Man, that thing's stable. Yeah, so I don't think that that would be the shot that we would throw here. And then I want to throw the bear too. I'm really looking forward to throwing this bear on backhand because it reminds me of my old tournament stag that I used to have. And we're gonna throw it flat as if I was throwing the regular bear, and let's just see what it does. Yeah. Oh, that's sick. Cut in there. Nice. All right, so the bear ended up right there. The evidence ended up right here. I really like the profile on the evidence. Feels honestly really good in my hand. Let's get this here. First putt of the day. Yeah. All right, good birdie. All right, hole 2 here is the bomber hole. 618 feet, par 4. We're gonna rip a couple. We got a little bit of a tailwind. All right, so that means they're gonna be stabling up on me. We're gonna throw we're gonna throw a bunch of stuff. So I wanna smash the bear here. This is gonna be more stable than a stag. So we're gonna give this a pop. I wanna see how far we can throw this. Give it a little bit of Annie because there's a tailwind. Oh yeah. That'll work, that's a good shot. Let's go with the Mateo Chameleon X Stag. I'm gonna pop this thing on a lot of Annie. Oh, okay, not as stable as expected. All right. I think that's the type of Annie that I definitely need to throw the Gavin Rathbun Enforcer on. Like, this thing is gonna be an absolute beefcake. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's out there. Sit down. Don't roll into, okay, shoo. That's good, that's a good shot. And then last we'll go with Trespass. Same angle as that, shouldn't be as stable. Oh, Michael. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna throw the stag here. I'm gonna throw it flat. I wanna see how this will fly because I feel like it's pretty unstable, honestly. Yeah, look at that. Sick shot, but understable. All right, so that stag was really freaking good. Exactly what you're looking for on this hole. Yeah, good birdie on that one. All right, so this hole is pretty much a big smash hyzer, but I'm gonna throw the Enforcer flat with like power, just because of how it flew on that last one, and I feel like it's gonna scoot to the left really good and give us a nice shot. I actually might throw it down the left with Annie and trust that it'll come back. Yeah, that gets underneath, that's gone. Oh, that's gonna be in such a good spot. It might be a little cut off, but it'll be perfect for that forehand and hyzer that I like throwing. All right, I'm gonna throw the beast out on a hyzer. Or not the beast, the bear. What the heck, dude? That's hilarious. Throw the bear out on a hyzer. Oh, that's clean. That's in an incredible spot. All right, so the bear is in a solid spot. Now I just need to find that Gavin Rathbun disc. All right, y'all, so this is in an incredible spot. Nice little forehand Annie with the suspect. I have not thrown this yet, so I don't know the type of angle to give it, but I know that it's stable. I'm gonna treat it, like obviously I'm not gonna treat it like a Justice because it's way less, but we'll give this a little bit of a pop and see if we can get it down there to a good spot. First throw with this disc. Okay, so honestly kind of flying like my EMAC Truth on a backhand or on a forehand if I'm honest. Okay, so not too stable. Let's see what this Evidence would do if I just throw this on an easy little forehand. Okay, oh, lots of ground action. That's not a throw I would typically do. In this scenario, I would always throw the Annie, but I think we've got a putt with that. So the shot itself was good. Like I said, it's just not as stable as I thought. So I threw it with a good amount of speed, good angle and everything. Again, just not as stable as I thought. So now I think we'll have a pretty good grasp on it. Let's see if we can sink this one for a birdie. Nice and easy. Going downhill so we can kind of float it. Get that up, bud. Nope. All right. I floated it, but I didn't float it enough. Well, I didn't give it enough height. All right, hole. I didn't even say hole 4, par 3, 301, dogleg right. Take out the felon. Throw a little bit of Annie right down the middle. Get around the corner, stable up, skip, because I don't want to throw it on hyzer and have it skip and finish right in the woods. I want it to finish more towards the middle. So I'm gonna throw this kind of like, I mean, you'll see. I know how stable this thing is, so I know it'll turn right and get a good flare. Yeah, dude. Huge flare, that's sick. That's such a good shot. All right, so we actually even came up a little bit short here. I would say that I'm outside of the circle, but I'm definitely outside the circle. Circle's edge is probably a couple feet in front of me, so we'll give this a little run. Left to right wind, so I'm gonna aim like it's a normal putt instead of aiming to the right. Let's go, dude. Pick the right aim point, wind push it to the right as you guys saw, and made it to the middle. So typically on my step putts, I'm aiming a little more to the right of the basket, like middle to right, but with that wind, I aimed right there and it cashed it in the middle. So that was sick. All right, so typically I have a very specific disc I throw on this hole. I throw an evader with a little bit of flex, and right when it gets to the corner, it stables out and skips up towards the basket. It's a par 3, 292. We're gonna throw the stag and we're gonna throw the bear. And I'm just gonna throw them kind of straight, a little bit of hyzer, and maybe let the stag stand up just a bit as it starts turning left. I feel a little bit of a headwind. Okay, that snuck through and is parked. That was not a good shot. Yeah, it's not a good shot. All right, I want to see if I can throw the bear like actually a good shot. Dang, I'm sawing these off. So we're pretty much bullseye with this thing, which is wild. Walking up here, there is an inside gap. Like I can see exactly where I flew and it is wide, but it is not something you intentionally aim for off the tee. So it's there, but that was an accident. I was trying to come through here. All right, hole 6, 267. Yeah, Throw it straight and let it end. We're gonna throw the evidence here, I think. Again, this is that kind of neutral putter. There's a little bit of wind. Seems like it's coming from the left. So I'm gonna give this a tiny little bit of hyzer. I think it might stand up a little. Yeah, I don't really know how to judge this wind right now because it's moving now. Like, it's moving left to right. So I don't want to give it too much hyzer because it'll push the face down. I also don't want to give it any ante because it'll throw it to the right. So I want to just pop this with a little bit of hyzer. Oh, it's clean. Oh, it's so clean. That is absolutely parked. Guys, that was so smooth. Like, that felt like such a good throw. So I'm already starting to like this disc. Like, it's a good one. Yeah, sick, but is that 4 down? 4 down through 6? All right, y'all, so we're actually 5 down, which is nuts. Hole 7, par 3, 280. Gonna treat this like hole 4, I think is what it is. Gonna take the felon, throw it out on an ante, like a sharp one, and then have it cut back, give me a good flare. I need to get some distance on it. So yeah, I gotta pop this. Come on. Oh yeah, no tree sounds. Should be a putt, might be a little short because of how stable it is. The flare doesn't push forward. I was wrong. Not a little bit short. Really good. This thing is so stable and it is just crushing it for me right now. Oh yeah. Dude, we're on a heater right now. Next hole is going to be interesting. I have maybe birdied it once. All right, so hole 8, par 3, 231 feet, dead straight, uphill, kind of weird. I'm going to take the suspect and I'm going to try and throw it flat. And I imagine it will turn a little left and then stable out. I don't really want to give it any ante just because of how it flew on ante earlier. So I think this will work. Let's see. Okay, so if I had missed that and crested the hill, I think that would have been pretty good. I'm gonna try and throw this evidence literally dead straight. Just right up the gut, right at the basket. Anti-skip? Yeah, that's actually a putt. Why do I not do that more? All right, so I'm just gonna do a little baby ante through this little gap. Michael. Okay, that suspect is, I don't know, I feel like it's more stable than its numbers might suggest. Yeah, so look at the evidence. That's in the circle. I never really noticed it on this hole. If you just throw a neutral disc right up the middle, it'll get a little bit of a anti-skip. And if it just pushes straight right here, like you're well within the circle. So that's definitely gonna be my game plan from here on out. I'm not doing this forehand anymore. All right, par, but honestly that's to be expected on this hole. But almost a bird, which would have been nutty. All right, so this hole is an interesting one. Hole 9, par 3, 265. It's not a dogleg left, it's a gradual left, but you don't want to land with too much hyzer because you'll skip out left to the trees. You want to throw hyzer here and land flat. And I think the stag might be the best disc to do that with. but I also really want to throw this evidence. 265 uphill. I think I'll be a little more confident getting there with the stag. Obviously, I threw the evidence flat 310 earlier, super easy, so I can get there with it, but I would rather end up on the back side of this than on the short side. So we're gonna throw the chameleon stag on a hyzer and hope that it just like holds that angle the whole way. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. No! Oh, dude, that thing is flipping up so nice. Like those long hyzers of that, that's sick. All right, let's see what the evidence would have done. Yeah, so the evidence didn't flip up. All right, so I thought I was way shorter. If we hadn't hit that tree, we would have been in a super good spot. All right, so this little angled tree is definitely in my way. I'm gonna try and do a little step putt around it with a hyzer and see if we can get this one in, finish with a really good front nine score. That's in. Oh my gosh, I was about to run after that. Oh, I was like a foot short. Dang. Yeah, so the evidence was still a putt, but off to the side. The stag was the right choice there. It just pushed a little bit too straight for me, otherwise it would have been probably, honestly, I imagine it would have landed somewhere over here. So that's a par, and I think that that's 6 down through 9. All right, guys, that's it for the front 9, and my goodness, I was not expecting to shoot 6 down. I just wasn't. Disc reviews, evidence. Such a sick disc. I absolutely love that thing. Like, it flies so good. The plastic feels so good. Incredible. Stags were confusing. Love them, but wasn't what I was expecting. Not in a bad way. I just have to kind of wrap my head around it's not going to be stable as VIPX. The felon's ridiculous. The bear, I got to get a little bit more work in, but obviously I love throwing those types of discs. So I'm stoked, man. These discs are flying good for me. Let's keep it going. Let's see if we can get more than 10 down. That'd be ridiculous.